Hey guys, and welcome to my Hollow Knight 112% series. In this one, we are showing you where the Coliseum of Fools is. By the end of this, we're going to grab 2 more pale ore and go ahead and upgrade our nail again. So, we're going to start in the King's Station, Stag Station, and head to the bottom, just like we were going to the Kingdom's Edge. So just hop on across here. This should look all familiar by now. Now, once we get to the entrance of the Kingdom's Edge, we're just gonna hop across and then jump down this wall over here, all the way to the bottom, so that we can get to the snowy part. And then we're just gonna head through there. We can hit these little guys out the way and continue on. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. We got more guides coming soon. We've got Silk Song guides coming soon. All that stuff. So, anyways, we are gonna just follow this path. You'll probably remember this path. We'll come to this column eventually and then head up. And we're gonna go a direction that we did not go in the Kingdom's Edge video, because it's the direction to the entrance of the Coliseum of Fools. So here's the column. Head to your left and head up. We're just gonna continue climbing up like we did last time. Taking care of these little hoppers. Nothing too serious. Hop through the ceiling here. And then here we got these, like, the ancient flies that are the bane of my existence. I really cannot stand those guys. And there's gonna be a lot of them in here. And there's gonna be a lot of them in the Coliseum of Fools. And did you see how close that spike was to hitting me? Anyways, we hop up here and take this first left here. So you see the acid at the bottom, that's how you know you're going the right way. So we keep on hopping on up. There's a couple other things that I'm going to mention here that don't really pertain to the Coliseum of Fools exactly. Once you take care of these two, there's a geo deposit on this left side. I cannot stand those things. But then we hop up a little more. Gotta check the walls, you know. And here's the broken wall. So if you hop up this way, you can find the butt of a worm. So you can smack it around. And it sounds like it tickles, but nothing will happen. At the top we can talk to the worm. I'll show you where that is too. But for now we're gonna climb on up. So that's a long worm, dude, because look how high we're climbing up. We're gonna go find his head at the top. And we are still on the path to the Coliseum of Fools, don't worry. To the right, you can see the blue butterfly flower looking thing. So in there is a Lifeblood Nest if you want to go ahead and grab some of that. Optional, but good to know that it's here. So it's going to give us 3 masks, 3 extra masks. And then we go and hop up. We got this ancient guy again. I don't remember, but I think I might lose all my masks to them. Cannot stand those guys, man. I can't even describe how much that I do not like them. Anyways, we're gonna hop over to the left side. I tried to jump up that way, but you can't reach it. Over here, you can jump up to the top. And you'll find this guy. So here's Bardoon. He's a big old worm, and you could talk to him. He's got a bunch of dialogue, and he's just a lore NPC. He doesn't give you anything. You don't get anything for talking to him, but he does have a lot of lore. So we're going to hop on down past the Lifeblood entrance. A couple more, and right here you'll find this entrance. And there's some more hoppers, but then we're going to continue across. Look out for the bellflies in this area because they will try to explode you. And so now we figure out that the things that are dropping, the corpses that keep dropping from the ceiling, are being thrown out of the Coliseum. But anyways, we're gonna hop all the way up to the top left corner and hop through this doorway. And then in this room, I think we're going to the top left corner again. So take care of the hoppers here. And then just head up to this top left. Watch out for the bellflies. They are super annoying too. So that's the power of the, what is it called? Thorns of Agony charm, which I will be suggesting you use in the Coliseum. To our left, we're going to break open this passageway. And then we're going to head to our right. Some more bellflies along the path. But then once you see this big giant worm, that's the Coliseum. So we're going to walk in here, talk to this chained up guy here. And for some reason, he's the guy that we're going to pay to open the trials. So he's going to tell you how it works and everything. And you have to do the trials in order. So it's $100 or 100 geo to open the first trial, the trial of the warrior, which is really the easy trial, like super easy. Alright, so there it is. It'll tell you once you click on these other ones that you can't do it yet, but drop through the hole in the floor before you start the trial, because we need to come down here. We can talk to Zoe. We can talk to that other guy, Tipo. He's going to be sitting at the bench, but you want to set your spawn here, because if you die in the arena, you want to spawn right here. Tiso, that's his name. And if he's not here, then it's probably because you didn't talk to him in the other locations, but I think he'll be here. And then this room to our left, this is where your shade will appear if you die in the Coliseum. So don't forget to go in there after losing so that you can grab your geo. But then you want to hit this thing and say that you want to start the trial. It's going to lock all the doors and you're going to have to run to the end, which you can just super dash straight from there all the way to the end. I'm just dashing across, but yeah, it's a lot faster to super dash. And then once you get in here, you'll see the Coliseum of Fools logo pop up and the trial will begin. So if that's all you needed, then you can go ahead and skip on ahead to where we get the pale ores. But I'm also going to be showing you guys each wave. So the first wave's just these kind of crappy little gladiators. They ain't really nothing too tough. I find it easiest for them to just hop on their head. I don't think they can swing up. So if you can nail jump on their heads, then it takes pretty good work. Takes them out pretty quick. Then we got these roly-poly guys who really, if you stand in one spot and just keep hitting them, then yeah, it takes care of that. And then they'll start to spawn all on these platforms. So you should have plenty of time to heal here, so it's alright if you take a couple hits, but we take care of them. Platforms closed. Between rounds, always try to heal at least one mask. And then now we have a ninja who's gonna throw ninja stars, which they aren't too tough. You could also nail spike on their head. A lot of things in here, if you're good at nail spiking on its head, that's a good way to beat stuff. So once you take care of those two, then there's these guys that I really don't like. And anytime these spawn with other enemies, I would always prioritize them first, because it's like the worst when you're trying to like fight all these enemies and they're just constantly shooting at you. So jump up before the spikes in the floor pop up, because that'll damage you. And then now you have to fight these guys on the platforms. Another good strategy for these guys is like kind of get behind the platform where they can't shoot and they won't shoot you. So then if you jump over and nail spike on their head, then it'll take care of them pretty quick. So now we got some new platforms, 2 ninjas. So we'll take them out. And then once you take them out, the platforms will start to change. So jump into the middle part. And more of these. The ancient flies. And so you can see the Thorns of Agony putting in some work. So I'm telling you, like, every time you get hit, it pops them with those thorns. It's really useful. So now you only have 2 platforms, but it's just some flies. It's nothing serious. And now we have a little mini boss. It's the Vengeful Fly mini boss, which you might have seen before if you saved man, what's his name, Zote in Green Path. So he's nothing. He's just gonna keep kind of flying at you, and you just jump over and smack him on the head every time he does. We got 2 more ninjas here. So now it's gonna start, as you defeat enemies, just spawning in more enemies. So like I said, always prioritize the fly guys first. We got some normal gladiators that are nothing really, so take care of them. Then we got another ninja. Some roly-polies. The arena is going to start to change on you, and now you can't jump out of the way, so just stand in one spot and smack, and that'll take care of them. Should be able to make pretty quick work of these guys. And the arena will change again. And now these flies are like the infected bloat flies, like mini bruise mother flies. They do explode. I forgot that when I tried this, but once you defeat all them, it'll keep spawning a bunch more, and just keep on hitting them until it ain't none left. And then we got the double bruise mother fight, which is pretty much the last fight. But yeah, prioritize one at a time, and it'll be a lot easier when you take one out. And then I forgot about the little smashy technique she does, but yeah, look out for that. And you can kind of follow behind and smack her as she is doing the smash. So it seems like that's the end of the first trial, but what is this? That sounds scary. It's Zote. So now we have to fight Zote, and he is a joke. So we knock him to the end here. If you run to the end, you could just play ping pong with him for a minute, and then yeah, you'll beat him after this. He ain't nothing. And you have defeated Zote the Mighty. So trial 1 is done. So we're gonna grab all of our money. We get a crap ton of money for this. 1,000 geo for the first trial. Then we're gonna grab this charm notch, super useful. We're gonna need that. And then we're done here, so we're just gonna head out and start your second trial. It costs 450 geo to open. The second trial is not too hard either, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We need to do that up to this point because the second trial is going to award us with a pale ore. And the whole point is that we want to upgrade our nail again, so by the end of this video, that's what we're going to do. So the build that I suggest is a pretty offensive build, but we're going to want the long nail, the Mark of Pride. Both of those will increase your nail's attack distance, and that does stack up to 40%. So add both of those. Then Thorns of Agony, that's the one that you've seen me been using. And then the Weaver song, which allows these 3 little spiders to come in and fight with you. So like very offensive. It increases your reach by a lot. But yeah, so we fight the worm gladiator, who he's a little tough, but just jump on his head, he's the same as the others. And now we have these flying gladiators come in. So kind of prioritize the flying ones and just hop on their head and get rid of them first, because they're pretty annoying. When you're trying to jump up, they'll get in the way. So now it's spawning these guys who are kind of upgraded versions of the ones we saw in Green Path. Like mosquitoes that shoot at you. Now there's spikes everywhere, or on the ground floor, but take care of those guys again. Jump to the middle so you don't fall in the spikes like I did. now we have one platform fighting this gladiator. But yeah, either jump on his head or smack him from underneath him. They can only hit like directly at you. They can't like swing up or down. And then we got another mosquito. And yay, my favorite, the ancient flies. So yeah, like I was saying, you're gonna want to prioritize them. But once you defeat so many, then it's gonna put the bloat flies in so you can kill them off. They're not really that hard. They're kind of mindless. When the platforms fall, jump in the middle. And now we don't have a lot of space to fight this big dude, and it's good to stay away from him, but when he jumps, sometimes he'll smack into you. But once you take care of him, look out for these bell flies. You can kind of dash over to the side and then dash back so that you can dodge them. Then take care of that last one here. And now we got some hoppers. That's nothing. The easiest enemies probably in the game, at least one of them. But then the big hoppers come in, the little mini boss ones. So you guys know the strategy by now, hopefully. You just hop under them. Sometimes it takes a minute to get into the groove of it. But hop under them, smack, and then hop back and smack. And now you're locked in here with this one, where there's nowhere really to go. So you could try to jump on his head, but eventually you might just have to hop down and just do the good old, same old trick. And now we're still changing around the arena. Seems like we're gonna get a grub. I got excited, but it's just one of the alien grubs. They're weak though, so just take care of that real quick. Some good old normal old gladiators. The ones with the red helmet, man, they're just, it's an easy kill. Flying ones ain't too bad. Now these big dudes, I don't really like them, but they're not like too bad. And if you think this trial's hard, wait till the third trial, which we won't be going over in this video because that's better saved for, there's an upgrade we can get later on that is gonna really help a lot with the third trial. And we get our pale ore at the end of this trial. Anyways, now spikes will come on the floor and you have to slide on the walls and fight a couple of these mosquitoes. So do not drop down. And see, this is another reason why the Thorns of Agony is gonna really help you. Because every time they hit you, they get hit. Whereas if that wasn't happening, you probably would hit them spikes a couple times. More spikes on the ground here, and now we are getting double teamed by these flying gladiators. Try to smack them up so they don't get beside you. This stuff does get overwhelming when there's like a bunch of different movesets that you have to deal with at the same time. So these guys aren't nothing, like they shoot in diagonal patterns. This is a good spot to like just smack them and get up some soul and then heal. So then you kill them and then it drops you down and there's more of them. Like yeah, it's easy to just stand in one spot and heal when those guys are around because they're so predictable. And here's our last fight. So there's two ways to go about this. They're kind of really hard to dodge, but you can either go for one at a time. But once you kill one of them, the other one will get mad and start like kind of spitting around all over the place. So you can kind of like weaken them both while they're still kind of weak, or like doing their weak attacks. Because yeah, once you kill one of them, then they'll start spewing out way faster, like that one had just did. But yeah, once you beat them, it's the end of the second trial. You get your money. see how much do we get for this one. I think we get 1,500 for this one. Ooh, 2,000. And now we got our pale ore. So now that we have this pale ore, we're gonna go back and get another pale ore. If you want to do the third trial, you could go ahead and try. It's tough though. But we're going back to the stag station in the resting grounds here. And we're gonna hop up to the top. Now we should have enough soul points if you fought the guy in Deep Nest. If you want to find that, then go to my Deep Nest video and I'll show you where he is. He gives you 400. Anyways, we talked to the Seer here. For the first one, she's gonna give you a Hallownest seal, so nothing special, for 100 points. And then once you get 200 essence, she's going to open the door to an area that we are going to be going to here shortly in one of the next videos. So kind of to progress the story. You hear it rumbling open. And then for the third one, I believe, yeah, for 300, then she's going to give you your other pale ore here. So now we've collected 2 pale ore. So at this point we can go back and upgrade it. Upgrade the nail. But I have 500 essence, so if you have 500 essence at this point, then we're gonna go ahead and get the next reward from her, which is the Dream Wielder charm. So make sure you grab that, and then just go ahead to the nailsmith here, upgrade your nail, and yeah, bring 2,000 geo, which you should have by doing the Coliseum. So that's gonna be it, guys. In the next one, we will be going to the Abyss and continuing the story. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe if you aren't already. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.